Soy hincha de la selección, la aliento con el corazón. Ganamos la tercera con Lionel, queremos ser campeones otra vez. Y 32 años después, la escaloneta va a vengar. La copa que la roba Ronaldinho, la que no nos dejaron levantar. Quiero ver la cuarta estrella brillar en la camiseta. Soy argento de la cuña hasta el cañón. Por Malvina, por el Diego, por la última de Leo. Argentino, quiero verte bicampeón. Yo, to all my Argentinian haters, we're winning the World Cup. Yes, I said we. I'm not Argentinian. I never even stepped foot in Argentina. But we are winning the World Cup. I don't give a fuck. We played against Switzerland. We won. People can say it's rigged. I don't give a fuck because it's not rigged. Argentina, we won fair and square. Messi won fair and square. Julian Alvarez scored a fucking banger, a fucking screamer. We're going to the semifinals against England. No problem. Easy dub right there. But all my haters regarding Argentina, hate all you want. Be mad and sad all you want. Argentina are going to the World Cup finals against France. It's not yet solidified, but it's either against France or Spain. Higher chance of it being against France. And whoever it may be, if it's France, if it's Spain, Argentina are winning their fourth World Cup. Their fourth star. La cuarta estrella. La cuarta estrella. Argentina are winning their fourth World Cup. Say what you want, Messi fucking deserves it. If there's one football player on planet Earth throughout the history of football that deserves to have 2 World Cups, it's Lionel Andres Messi Cusitini. No one else. No one else deserves 2 World Cups more than Lionel Messi. And that is why God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whoever, Judah, I don't know who's the Jewish king or the Jewish God or whatever. That's why Messi will win and Argentina will win their second World Cup. The game. Now, listen, Argentina, as much as I'm rooting for you guys, as much as I'm defending you guys on my podcast, step up the game a little bit. Like, guys, I don't want to be too mean, but you guys got to step up your game a little bit. Yes, altogether, you guys did win all your games against Cabo Verde and then against Egypt and then against Switzerland. You guys did win all your games fair and square, and you guys scored many goals. But still, if you guys are to face France the way you guys are playing, and France are to face you guys in the finals by the way they're playing, there's way more chances of France winning the World Cup than Argentina if things keep going the way they're going. If Argentina can wake up, I said it so many times, if they can wake up and become even better than what they are, play to their full potential, to their full capabilities, not for Messi. Messi, though, I ain't gonna lie, he's always playing at the top of his game. Like, even against Switzerland, he went fucking crazy. Of course, the man of the match was Julian Alvarez. I mean, he fucking scored a banger. And Julian Alvarez, honestly, the entire game, he was playing phenomenally, Julian Alvarez. So he deserves the man of the match. But Messi was right behind him in terms of ratings. He was the second best player after Julian Alvarez. And he's always the best player for Argentina. And he's always playing at his full capabilities and at his full capacities. But Argentina, please wake up. You guys have to play better than what you currently are playing. In midfield, Leandro Paredes, thank you for playing that role. Thank you for controlling the middle of the pitch. And thank you for being the defensive midfielder that Argentina, that Messi, and that I need. Thank you, Leandro Paredes, for being that player that we need. Also, you're very good looking, broski. Keep doing what you're doing. We need you, broski. Not only are you controlling the midfield, you're also mogging all these other players. So Leandro Paredes, man, keep doing what you're doing. Phenomenal midfielder. Now, McAllister. Yes, you scored a goal against Switzerland. But yo, broski, you have to play better. You are the main central midfielder for Argentina. There's Enzo Fernandez, Rodri de Paul, and how do we call the guy? Leandro Paredes in defensive midfielder. But you are the Xavi of this team. You are the main central midfielder for this team. Even main central attacking midfielder even. You need to touch more the ball. You're not touching the ball enough. You have to control the play. You have to take the ball from Paredes and then look to who to give it to Alvarez, to Enzo Fernandez, to De Paul, to Messi, whoever. You have to be that player that we're looking for right now. McAllister, please wake up. I don't want to be mean. I don't want to bash you. But please, you have to wake up. Argentina needs you. Messi needs you. I need you. We need you. So please, Argentina all together, thank you for winning against Switzerland. You guys are going to be facing England now. And please wake up and play to your full capacities. Because even if you guys win against England, but you didn't play to your full capacities, you guys aren't going to go with the best headspace, with the best head mentality, and with the best mental game. In the final, if you guys were to play to your 100% against England, you guys will be way more confident than afterwards in the final. So it's only a snowball effect. If you guys go against England, so there's two options. Either you guys win against England, but you guys played average, just like you did against Switzerland or against Cabo Verde or against Egypt. You might win. On paper, you guys will win, and then you'll go on to the next round, which is the final. Okay, but when you'll go on to the next round, which is either against France or Spain, probably France, you guys are going to go there not in the best headspace and not with the most confidence. So if you guys go in that game, there's more chances of you guys not winning that game and losing that game. But if you guys play phenomenally against England, win against England handsomely, then you go on to the final. You guys will go to the final way more confident and in a way of a better headspace than what you guys are currently in. So that's why it's important for you to guys, yes, first of all, to win the game against England, but second of all, to win handsomely and to win whilst playing fucking well. That's why it's really important. So please, Argentina, I don't want to see you guys play in the third place game. No one gives a fuck for the third place game. No one gives a fuck. No one cares. And I definitely don't want to see you guys lose in the final against France, especially not against France. Against Spain, I wouldn't care that much. I'd still be really pissed off. But against France, hell no. That shit can't be happening. You guys can't lose against France in the final, please. We cannot lose to fucking France or Mbappe and then see him celebrate. We cannot see that happen. Broskis, mi argentinos, mi caballeros, please wake up, play phenomenally against England. Don't be afraid. Play attacking football. And also another thing from Argentina, you guys keep going backwards. Don't play park the bus. Don't play in your own half like you guys did against Switzerland, against England. Attack, put pressure, put high pressure, control the ball, attack, counter attack, attack. Be technical with the ball, be creative. Try things and constantly attack and put pressure on their half. Don't drop back on your own half, but put pressure on their half and keep the ball on their half and keep playing with the ball on their half. Let's be honest, Argentina have way better technical players than England. It's a fact. You look at their midfield and their attack. Leandro Paredes as defensive midfielder, phenomenal technical abilities. Rodri De Paul, phenomenal technical abilities, phenomenal passes. McAllister, phenomenal technical abilities. Enzo Fernandez, phenomenal technical abilities. Messi, there's no player on planet Earth that has better technical abilities than Messi. Messi, Julian Alvarez, phenomenal technical abilities. You guys have phenomenal technical abilities, way better than England. Yes, they have Bellingham, Kane, Gordon, Declan Rice, Anderson. They're not even close when it comes to technical abilities like Argentina. Not even fucking close. So guys, don't be afraid. Put the ball on their half. Control the play, control the ball, have possession of the game on their half, and then be creative and be dangerous on their half. If you guys manage to do that, you guys will win 3-0 easily against England. 2 goals from Messi, 1 assist from Messi to Julian Alvarez. That is what could happen if you guys wake up and play to your full potential. Guys, Argentina, like I just named your players, you guys have phenomenal players. Fucking phenomenal players. Emiliano Martinez, phenomenal player. Molina, Romero, Martinez, Tagliafico, really good defense. Now look at the midfield. Look how good the midfield is. Paredes as defensive midfielder, McAllister, Fernandez, Rodri De Paul in the middle of the pitch, Messi and Julian Alvarez up front. This team is really, really fucking good, man. You guys have a really, really good team. Now, if I pull up England's squad, starting 11, anyone who knows football knows that you guys have a way better squad on paper than England. Way better. It's not even comparable. Look, England, when they played against Norway, right, in the quarterfinals, look at their lineups. So England, Pickford in goal, O'Reilly, Gehi, Stones, and Konsa in defense. Argentina's defense is by far their worst line. Argentina's attack is better than Argentina's defense, and Argentina's midfield is better than Argentina's defense. But Argentina's defense is better than England's defense. Now look at their midfield. Rice, Anderson, Bellingham, Gord. Let's not put Gordon and Madueke. Let's put them as wingers. So Rice, Anderson, and Bellingham. You guys have better midfielders than England. Then you can add Gordon, Madueke. Even if you add Madueke, Gordon, Bellingham, Rice, and Anderson, Paredes, McAllister, Fernandez, Rodri de Paul are way better as midfielders than Anderson, Rice, Gordon, Bellingham, and Madueke. And then up front, I don't even want to talk about up front. You guys have fucking Lionel Messi, man. What more do you guys want? You guys have the greatest player of all time and currently the best player on planet Earth. And then on top of that, you have also one of the best number 9s in the world right next to Messi, Julian Alvarez. And if he's not performing, you then have another greatest number 9 on planet Earth, Lautaro Martinez. You guys have a phenomenal team. Don't be afraid. Play with confidence. Play with your hearts out. And don't give up. You guys can win this game and you guys can go on to the final. And let me make another prediction. You guys, if Argentina plays to their 100%, they can easily win against France. I can see all the comments coming against me, going all crazy. It's a fucking fact. France, they have amazing individual talents. Mbappe, Dembele, Barcola, Doué, Olise. And then their midfield isn't the best. Rabiot and Kone. Look at Argentina. Julian Alvarez and Messi up front. Yo, what the actual fuck? And then Messi being Messi, he's not a striker. He's a false 9 / right winger / attacking midfielder. So when you have Messi in attack, and then you have Messi on the wings, and then you have Messi dropping into the middle of the pitch to accompany Leandro Paredes, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, McAllister, one of the best midfielders, Enzo Fernandez, Rodri de Paul. When you have then Messi joining them, well, the midfield becomes fucking crazy. Like, you guys have Lionel Messi. Okay, the attack is really crazy from France, but Alvarez and Messi is not crazy. So if you take Mbappe, Dembele, and Doué, crazy, right? Messi and Alvarez is also really fucking crazy. And if I might add, like the tournament has showed us, like the beginning of the World Cup has showed us so far, Messi is still the best player on planet Earth. So Messi is better than Mbappe, Messi is better than Doué, and Messi is better than Dembele and Olise. Messi is better than all 4 of them. If I might be even more bold, one Messi is better than Dembele, Olise, Mbappe, and Doué put together. That's who the fuck Messi is, guys. You guys, let's not forget who Messi is. Mr. 8 Ballon d'Ors. Mr. takes the ball, dribbles past 5 players, and scores a fucking banger. No one else on planet Earth can do that. Throughout history, only 3 players ever existed who could have done that. And one of them is dead, and the other one is retired, and only one is currently active. Messi is active. Maradona is dead. Rest in peace. Maradona, Diego, rest in peace. And Ronaldinho is retired. So there's only one player that is currently active that can take the fucking ball, dribble past 4 or 5 players, and score a fucking banger. And it's not Mbappe. It's not Olise. It's not Doué. It's not Dembele. As phenomenal as they are, they can't do that. Lionel Andres Messi can do it. Only he can do it. So guys, against England, if Argentina plays to their full capabilities, to their full power, to their full prowess, and even if England play to their full capabilities, Argentina's 100% is here. England's 100% is here. Huge difference. Look at the fucking players. And if you add fucking Messi, bro, what more do you want? Guys, please, what more do you want, man? And then and on top of that, you have phenomenal players on the entourage of Messi. Phenomenal players that circle him. Phenomenal players, man. So against England, I'm going to make a prediction right now. Argentina versus England. Argentina are winning. And you know what? Since the beginning of the tournament, even before the tournament, since the beginning of when the World Cup started crossing my mind, so in the beginning of 2025, you know what? Beginning of 2025, end of 2025, when you start thinking about the World Cup because it's happening soon. I've always believed in Argentina, And I'll still believe in them, even though against Switzerland, they didn't have the best performance. They did win 3-1. So, guys, Messi and Argentina haters, please calm the fuck down because he did end up winning 3-1. It's not nothing. And against Cabo Verde in Egypt, they didn't have the best performance, but he still ended up winning. Even though they don't have the best performance so far, I still believe with all my heart that they will wake up against England and they will play to their 100% and that they will reach the final. And then against France or Spain, they will again play to their 100% and go on and win and be campeons of the world, be back-to-back World Cup champs. I still believe in it, and I still stand by it. So Argentina versus England, I'm going to be bold. 3-0 for Argentina. 2 goals from Messi, 1 goal from Julian Alvarez. Book it, clip it, show it to your grandma, show it to your dad, show it to your ex, show it to someone you hate, show it to someone you love. I don't know. 3-0 for Argentina. They pass on to the final. They're going to face France in the final. And then they're going to win 2-0. Let me keep predictions for the final after, when I'll do episodes after the semifinals. So like I said, Argentina, don't be afraid. Wake up. Because whoever you guys face, if you look at every single team on paper, either France, out of all the 4 remaining teams, so Spain, France, England, Argentina, out of all those 4 teams, the team with the best players on paper is Argentina. It's a fact. Tous mes Français, all my French people, you guys can go fuck yourselves because it is the fucking truth. It's the truth. On paper, Argentina have the best players. And if they play to their 100%, they have the best team out of all those 4 teams. It's a fact. And on top of that, out of all those 4 teams, out of all the players that represent all those 4 teams, the best player, not only simply the best player, but the best player by far is still and is the GOAT, the king, Lionel Messi. When you put all of that into consideration, Argentina have a dirty team with high potential, high capabilities, and high chances of winning the 2026 World Cup and be back-to-back champions. So if they be back-to-back champions, they'll have 4 World Cups. They'll tie Italy, and they'll be the second national team with the most World Cups, just behind Brazil, who have 5. So it's going to be Brazil, Argentina, Italy, and Germany with 4. And then 3 is going to be no one. No one's going to have 3. And then 2 is going to be France with Uruguay. And then 1 will be Spain, who has 1. England has 1. Who else has 1? That's it. Those are the only teams who ever won the World Cup. So please, Argentina, you guys have to win this 4th World Cup. Imagine how pissed off Cristiano Ronaldo will be and how pissed off his fans will be. Jesus, oh Lord Almighty, he'll probably start crying and he'll probably have to go see a therapist. Guys, listen, I don't want to hate on Ronaldo. You guys know how much I respect him as a human being, how much I admire him, and how much I look up to him because he is a peak human being when it comes to accomplishing your dreams, being disciplined, working hard, having a good work ethic. He's actually a peak human being. I'm not going to lie, that's a fact. But let's talk about something he recently did. When he got eliminated from the World Cup with Portugal, he went to Instagram. He's actually, side note, the most followed person on Instagram. So he went on Instagram and he shared a picture of him and Portugal winning the 2016 Euros. It happened 10 years ago, Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a great accomplishment. But why did you feel the need to post that picture 10 years after it happened? And so coincidentally, the same day that you guys got eliminated from the World Cup. Ronaldo, that's a bitch move. I'm going to say it how it is. That's a woman move. That's a bitch move. But I ain't going to lie. That's a bitch move. Like, it happened 10 years ago. Like I said, it's a crazy accomplishment. But the fact that you posted the same day that Portugal and yourself get eliminated from the World Cup, probably because you saw so many critics and you were pissed off that you guys got eliminated and the Argentina are still in the tournament, you felt the need to go on and post a picture of you and Portugal lifting the 2016 Euros. Ronaldo, you are one of the GOATs of football. You are the most followed person on Instagram, one of the most famous persons on planet Earth. Yeah, you're a multi-millionaire. Maybe even a net worth. Maybe you're even close to being a billionaire. You've accomplished so many things. You're the peak fucking human being when it comes to accomplishing your dreams. And you still have like that insecurity inside of you of posting a picture 10 years ago where you and Portugal win a Euro Cup in 2016. That's kind of crazy, man. Like I said, I don't want to hate on him. I fucking love him. I respect him and I admire him. But all my Ronaldo fanboys, you gotta admit, that's pretty fucking crazy. That's pretty fucking crazy. Like, let's not lie. That's kind of a weak mentality. He's known for having a really strong and resilient mentality, but that's a weak mental game from Cristiano Ronaldo, man. What the fuck, posting a fucking... Either way, I said what I have to say. Now, let me get back to Argentina versus England. Last time Argentina faced England in the World Cup qualifier rounds, in the World Cup knockout stage, Maradona scored his crazy solo goal where he took the ball from the middle of the pitch, dribbled past 5 players, dribbled the goalkeeper, and then put it into the net. And on top of that, that same game, that is the game where Maradona scored his famous hand of God with his hand. That is the last time that Argentina faced England in the knockout stages of the World Cup. And see how it went down. Maradona scored the greatest goal of all time. That is the greatest goal of all time, is when Maradona took the ball from the middle of the pitch against England in the quarterfinals of the 1986 World Cup. He dribbled past 5 players, just like Messi did, dribbled past the goalkeeper, and put it into the net. The reason why that's the greatest goal of all time, and it's not Messi's, even though they scored the same exact goal, which is pretty fucked up that he scored exactly the same goal. That's pretty fucked up, I'm not going to lie. The reason is, Messi did it in La Liga against like Levante or Villarreal or whatever. Maradona did it in the World Cup quarterfinals against England. Do you understand how fucked up that is? That's peak fucked up. So that's why Maradona's crazy solo goal against England in the quarterfinals of the 1986 World Cup against England, that's why that is the best goal of all time, and nothing comes close to it. Nothing. Not Ronaldo's bicycle kick against Juventus, not Messi's solo goal against Athletic Bilbao, not Messi's solo goal against Levante in La Liga where he scored the same goal as Maradona. No Messi goal comes, although there are some Messi goals who are pretty close to Maradona's goal, but at the end of the day, the greatest goal of all time is Maradona's solo goal against England in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. So that is the last time Argentina faced England. The same shit's going to happen. Meaning that Argentina are going to dominate against England and they're going to go on to the next round, which in this case is the finals. So please, Argentina, just wake up, play to your full potential, don't be afraid, play in their half, control the ball in their half, put pressure on their half, try plays, be creative on their half, and shoot, try to finish on their half. If you guys play like that, with that mentality, whatever, you guys are easily winning against England and going on to the finals against France or Spain. Now, Cristian Romero, a player for Argentina, he said, and I'm quoting him, "We will give our souls against England. We will leave our lives on the pitch to reach the final again." Keep that mentality once you guys enter the pitch. Once you guys are on the pitch, when it's 11v11 and there's 90 minutes on the clock, keep that same fucking mentality. Don't pussy out. Don't be afraid. Don't retreat back to your own half. Don't park the bus. Don't start defending. Don't be afraid of England. Attack. Put pressure on their half. Create chances on their half. Control the ball. Have possession of the game. Pass the ball to Messi. Be creative. Try to score goals. Put high pressure and be aggressive on their own half. Keep the same mentality, not before the game, not after the game, but during the game. That's when it's important to have that type of mentality. I'm really happy that they have this type of mentality. But so far on the pitch, they weren't showing it. Perfect. Show it to us. Show it to the world who Argentina are on the pitch against England this Wednesday in the semifinals of the 2026 World Cup. Show us and show the world who you guys are and what you guys are capable of. The entire world is currently hating on you guys. They're saying that the game is rigged in favor of you guys. They're calling Messi Mossad Messi because there was a picture once of Messi kissing the Jewish wall in Israel. They're calling him Mossad Messi. They're saying the game is rigged. They're saying that Argentina are favored by all the referees. They're saying that FIFA is corrupted and that it's in favor of Argentina and Messi for winning the World Cup. Prove them all wrong and show the world and show all the haters the reason why you guys will win the 2026 World Cup is because you guys are the best team on planet Earth. Show the world, show all the haters who Argentina are. You guys did it in 2022. Do it again in 2026. Show all the haters who the fuck Argentina is. Please, guys. Everyone's hating on you guys. Many people are saying that Argentina is the most racist national team on planet Earth just because they don't have any black players. Although that's pretty fucking dumb. I mean, it's simply a country that doesn't have a high black population. So, of course, it's like Serbia, Croatia, or Bosnia. Not a single non-white is in that team. Why? I can tell you why. My family comes from there. Whenever I visit them, the only people you will see there is white people. There's no such thing as immigration. Not only is there no immigration in ex-Yugoslavia, people from those countries are leaving those countries. So how the fuck do you expect to have immigration when your own population is leaving that country? How the fuck can you have even immigration? The people who live there, the natives, the white people, the Christians, the European whites who live there, even those people are leaving that shithole of a country. Shithole, I'm sorry, I don't want to hate on my cousins, my family members, and my origins. Like that is just an example to say that that's why there's no non-white on ex-Yugoslavia teams, because there's no immigrants. Go and visit Croatia, go and visit Bosnia, go and visit Serbia, Slovenia, whatever. You're only going to see Europeans in those countries. There's no such thing as immigrants over there. Not only is they are leaving those countries, just like my parents left those countries and came to Canada. That's what everyone is doing. There's a huge diaspora of Serbians, Croatians, and Bosnians across Europe and in North America and even in Australia because they're leaving those countries. Same goes for Argentina. But to get back to Argentina, show the world that you guys are the best team on planet Earth and show them that FIFA isn't corrupt, that there's no such thing as Mossad Messi, that Messi isn't a psyop from the Israeli government or the Jewish government or whatever, and that you simply guys won the World Cup because you guys are the best footballing nation on planet Earth. Show them, show all the haters. Okay, so guys, on the other side, there's Spain against France. I spoke about this topic many times with Luca and even alone. In my opinion, there's more chances for France to win that game. So far this tournament, France have been more dominant and they've performed better than Spain so far in the tournament. So 3 games, round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals. So far, there were 6 games played in the World Cup for Spain and for France. Altogether, France have played better than Spain. That's why there's more chances for France to win against Spain in the semifinals. What can happen? It's not impossible for Spain to win. It's going to be a very tight and close game. Why? Let's not forget who the fuck Lamine Yamal is. Let's not forget who the fuck Rodri is, Ballon d'Or midfielder winner. Let's not forget who the fuck Pedri is. And let's not forget who the fuck Spain is. In 2024, when Spain faced France in the semifinals of the Euro 2024, what happened? Spain dominated and destroyed France, and Lamine Yamal went fucking crazy, and he was 17 years old. 17. Now, today, he's 19. Is that? Yeah, today, Lamine Yamal is 19. Monday, 13th of July, he's 19 years old. Lamine Yamal 19, Lamine Yamal at 17. And even Lamine Yamal at 17 was fucking crazy. At 19, he's even better. Yes, Lamine Yamal so far had a good World Cup. Not as good as, let's say, Haaland, Mbappe, or Messi. Not as good as those 3, but still a really good World Cup. And let's not forget, if you take France and Spain and you put all the players together, the best player out of those 2 teams isn't Mbappe, it's not Olise, it's not Dembele, it's Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is better than Dembele, than Mbappe, than Olise, or than Doué or Barcola. Lamine Yamal is better than them. So if he can play to his full potential, like he can, and he did many times against Real Madrid, he did it, and against many other big-name teams, if he can play to his 100% and give it his all on the pitch, and then you have a crazy midfield of Olmo, Pedri, Fabian Ruiz, Rodri, many other phenomenal, Fermin Lopez, many other phenomenal players, there's high chances of Spain also winning that game. But if I had to put money on the game, this isn't any financial advice. If I had to put money on the game, I would put money, and I actually did put money on France to win the game. Tomorrow, I put $20. There's more chance of France to win the game. But Spain could win, and it wouldn't be an upset. It wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be like, oh my God, what the fuck happened? It would be a legit win for Spain because Spain are fucking phenomenal. If I pull up quickly those two 11s, so guys, you guys probably saw my voice a bit different. I'm recovering from a fucking sickness. But yeah, so let me pull up the 11s of both teams. So you see, France, Norway, no. So it was France, round 32, round of 16, quarterfinals. France, Morocco, right? Let's pull up their lineup. So France's lineup, Maignan in goal, Koundé, Upamecano, Saliba, and Digne in defense, Koné, Rabiot with Olise in midfield, Dembele, Mbappe, and Doué up front. Really good team, phenomenal team. I mean, it's a crazy team. Now let's pull up Spain's team. Spain's starting 11 when they played against Portugal. Let's pull up Spain, and you'll see how good Spain against Belgium actually in the quarterfinals. Lineups. Spain, Simon in goal, Porro, Cubarsí, Laporte, and Cucurella in defense, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Dani Olmo in midfield. This is because Pedri was on the bench. But even with Rodri, Ruiz, and Olmo, thank you, Matt. Even with Rodri, Ruiz, and Olmo, t'as attendu que j'ai toussé, hein? So like I said, even with Rodri, Ruiz, and Olmo in midfield, let's not forget there's not Pedri, and let's not forget who Pedri is. The best midfielder on planet Earth is Pedri, without a doubt, and he's not even there. But even with Rodri, Ruiz, and Olmo, it's a crazy midfield. And then up front, you have Lamine Yamal, Oyarzabal, and Baena. Oyarzabal so far in the tournament, he's not the best number 9. Of course, he's never been the best number 9. But he's doing his job. He's doing his role with scoring goals, being well positioned, and giving the balls that he has to give. He's doing a really, really good job, Oyarzabal, so far this tournament. And then Lamine Yamal, the best player after Messi on planet Earth. Lamine Yamal. And like I said, if you take all of France's team and all of Spain's team, Lamine Yamal is the best player out of those two teams. That is who the fuck Lamine Yamal is. He just needs to wake up, just like Argentina. Lamine Yamal needs to wake up. Like I said, altogether, France has more chances of winning the semifinals, but it wouldn't be an upset. It wouldn't be crazy for Spain to win if Spain can control the play in the middle of the pitch with those phenomenal midfielders, and then Lamine Yamal can go crazy up front with his passes, with his dribbling. Spain could actually win against France, and it could be Argentina versus Spain. Ideally, what I want to see a final of Spain versus Argentina. Why? It's because in March, it was supposed to be Spain versus Argentina for the Finalissima. It should have been. It never happened because of wars that were going on in the Middle East. The game was supposed to be played in the Middle East, but all the wars with Iran, with Israel and Palestine, everything that's happening in the Middle East, they had to postpone and even cancel the game of Spain versus Argentina. So that's why I would like to see Spain versus Argentina in the World Cup final. And if I'm being honest, Argentina are my favorite team because of Messi. But after Argentina, I want to see Spain win the World Cup. I don't want to see England, and I don't want to see France. If I see a final of France versus England, that's going to be one of the gayest finals in World Cup history. A final of France versus England? What the actual fuck? No one wants to see that. No football fan wants to see it. It's not good for the sport. It's not good for football. And it's not good for the world. There has to be a final of Spain versus Argentina, or at the least Argentina versus France. Argentina has to play in the final. It has to happen for the sake of football, for the sake of world peace, for the sake of everything in the world. Argentina has to play in the World Cup. But me, ideally, I would like to see Spain versus Argentina in the World Cup final. Like I said, there's high chances of Spain playing against Argentina and Spain winning against France. But like I said, all together, man, I see France winning and then Argentina winning on the other side. That's what I see happening. Okay, so let's talk about some topics that I want to address. So Arsène Wenger said on the media outlet, he said, I think our success comes from the quality of education and talent identification, which is neglected in many countries, and also from African immigration. When you look at the history of French football, our history is closely tied to immigration. That's true, man. France football, if you look at all their best players throughout history, 50 to 60% of those players are not immigrants, but their parents are immigrants. So they're sons of immigrants. Mbappe, his parents are immigrants. His mom is from Algeria and his dad is from Senegal. Olise, he's actually born in England. That's a different case for him. He's born in England, but his mom is French and his dad is from Senegal, I think. Thierry Henry, both his parents are immigrants. He's born in France, but both of his parents are immigrants. Zidane, born in France, but to Algerian immigrants. Who else? Like, so many of their players are fucking phenomenal and out of immigration. Although there's also many other French players who are born in France to French parents, like Ribéry, like Michel Platini, who is arguably probably the greatest French player of all time, him and Zidane. Zidane and Michel Platini are the two greatest French players of all time. Who's better? Probably with recency bias, everyone's going to say Zidane. But guys, don't forget who Michel Platini is. Go see highlights of Michel Platini. Go watch games and videotapes of Michel Platini. And you guys will see how fucking phenomenal Michel Platini was. He was fucking phenomenal. So in my opinion, those two are really close. Maybe there's a slight edge for Zidane. But let's not forget, Michel Platini has 3 Ballon d'Ors. Zidane has like 2. There's also that. So both of them, those are two of the greatest French players of all time. But of course, even now, like especially now in 2026, if you look at almost the entire French squad, except for like Rabiot and Digne, the entire French squad, all of their parents are immigrants. So of course, immigration plays a big part. African immigration plays a big part in French's football, of course. But at the end of the day, those players, they remain French. They're born in France. They're raised in France. They remain French with immigrant background. Just like, let's say me. I remain Canadian. I'm born here. I'm raised here. But my parents are immigrants. It's the same case, but they remain French. So people who say that it's not Team France, it's Team Africa, that's crazy. It is Team France, but I understand where the joke comes from. Of course, like you see fucking France, and then let's just say it how it is. You see all African players, of all black players. Of course, you're going to be like, yo, that's not the typical French guy. It's Team Africa. So of course, I understand where the joke is coming from. But to give credit to France and to give credit to those players, they are French. It is France football, and it is French football. It is what it is. Next topic. So Italian, big news and big changes coming out of the Italian national team. Paolo Maldini and Leonardo join Italian national team as part of a new project. Maldini has accepted to become new technical director for the Italian national team, while Leonardo will be the new advisor. The new era for Italy starts today with new head coach set for announcement next. The new Azzurri cycle will begin. Tutti gli aggiornamenti sul canale. What's up? Yo, bro, is this just in Italian? What the fuck was I reading? But yes, Italian football needs to change. Either from culture, from the staff, from the training system, from the youth development, from the academies, from the culture, from whatever. Italian football has to change. Why? The last time Italy qualified for a World Cup was in 2014. Let's not forget who Italy are. They have 4 World Cups. They are the second team with the most World Cups after Brazil. It's them, it's Germany, and then hopefully it's going to also be Argentina with 4 World Cups. But they are the second national team with the most World Cups. And it's been 3 World Cups in a row that they didn't qualify. 2018, they didn't qualify. 2022, they didn't qualify. And now in 2026, they didn't qualify. I'm not saying that they didn't win, that they lost, but they didn't even qualify. Do you understand how fucking fucked up and crazy that is? And how that should be unacceptable for Italy and for Italian football? Sorry to say it, but that should be unacceptable and it shouldn't be happening. It can't be happening. So of course you need change. And I'm happy that change is coming to Italian football, because when Italy play good, when Italy play in their World Cup is just funner to watch. Football is better. Football culture is better. And the footballing world is just in a better place when Italy are there and when Italy are performing, because they are historically a powerhouse for football. Next topic. Okay, so guys, I Show Speed, the streamer I Show Speed. As you guys know, he doesn't know shit when it comes to football. He's just a big fucking Ronaldo dick rider. But I want to address something he said. Now let me tell you why. When Speed simply has fun with Ronaldo and Messi and all of that, I don't really care. Wait, let me drink some water, man. So like I said, when Speed jokes around with Ronaldo, with Messi, tabarnak. Yeah, so when he jokes around with Ronaldo and Messi, I don't really care because I know he's a live streamer. He has to just perform his audience, entertain his audience, and just do whatever. And if it gets him more likes, more clicks, more comments, more engagement, of course he's going to do it. So whenever he used to do the Ronaldo Su and say he's the greatest player, I always knew he was joking around. But once he went on a panel with Thierry Henry, Jamie Carragher, like a real footballing analyst panel, and he said, word for word, now it's different. He wasn't on a live stream. He wasn't just having fun running around the streets and just saying whatever. He was on a live broadcast studio with football analysts, and he gave his analysis regarding the Ronaldo and Messi debate, which is probably one of the worst analysis I've ever heard. He said, I'm quoting him, Ronaldo dominated 3 leagues. Messi was only good at Barcelona. Yo, Speed, stick to barking, stick to fucking running around and doing backflips, but stop with the football analysis. Stick with barking, stick with fucking doing backflips, stick with going around every single country and just doing what you're doing. Stick to doing the C celebration, but don't analyze football, please, because this was the worst analysis I've ever heard. Messi, whenever he played in the Champions League, whenever he faced a team from England, from Germany, from France, from Italy, from Portugal, from Spain, from wherever, he completely dominated them and completely destroyed every single team that he's ever faced. There's not a single team that Messi has faced once in his lifetime, either club career or international career, where he didn't completely dominate that national or club team. There isn't one. So that already there destroys your argument. On the international stage, every single national team that Messi faced, he completely destroyed them and obliterated them. Completely. And then to say that Messi was only good at Barcelona. People who say that Messi played badly at PSG don't know shit about football, and I don't know what they're watching. Maybe they do watch football, but I don't know what they're looking at. If you look at how Messi played with PSG, he was by far their best player. Who was playing badly at PSG and who was fucking up the potential that PSG team had with Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe? Who fucked it up? Mbappe. Kylian Dictator fucked it up. It's not Messi. If you watched Messi play, just watch those games. Watch those highlights. Rewatch those games. Watch how Messi plays. He was the best player on planet Earth. And then to say he was only good at Barcelona, perfect. So at Barcelona, he was the GOAT. At PSG, if you know football, you know that even at PSG, he was still the best player on planet Earth. Then let's go on the international stage. Whenever Messi plays with Argentina, in the 2014 World Cup, Messi was by far the best player of that tournament, by far the best player in the 2014 World Cup. 2018, granted, they got out in the round of 16, so I don't want even to comment on that. But every single game that Messi played in the 2018 World Cup, he was phenomenal, even though they got eliminated early on. 2022 World Cup, by far the best fucking player. Like, what the fuck? Now, this World Cup, again, by far the best player this World Cup. Every single Copa America that Messi ever played, by far the best player of that tournament. Now let's go to the Inter Miami, because Messi only played for 3 clubs. Barca, we already addressed that. PSG, we already addressed that. National team Argentina, we already addressed it. Inter Miami. Ever since Messi joined Inter Miami, he's by far the best player of the league and by far the best player every single game and every single season in the MLS for Inter Miami. Guys, do you guys watch the motherfucker play? Watch that 5'7" midget play. Watch him play. He's by far the best fucking player, man. So I show speed. Like I said, stick to doing backflips. Stick to being fucking athletic as fuck. Actually, I've never saw a social media content creator as athletic as I show speed. That's actually fucking crazy. He should be like in the Olympics for fucking running or jumping or I don't know fucking what. But he's crazy athletic. When it comes to football, he's really bad because football is way more technical than it is athletic. But hey, because I know I've been bashing him, but to give praise to him, he's highly fucking athletic. I've never saw a social media content creator be that athletic or just a human being. I mean, yes, some football players are that athletic, like let's say Cristiano Ronaldo, Tyreek Hill, and many other basketball or American football players. But he's a fucking streamer. He's not an athlete. He's a streamer and he's that athletic. That's pretty fucking fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. But stick to doing backflips. Stick to being athletic as fuck. Stick to traveling the world and barking in people's faces and barking and doing the C celebration, whatever. But don't get into football analysis because you don't know shit about the European football. You don't know shit, man. Next topic. Ronaldinho said, I'm quoting him, there was Maradona, Pele, and Ronaldo 9. I find it difficult to say that Messi is the best of all time. Ronaldinho, as much as I love you, as much as I respect you, and as much as I consider you as one of the greatest, if not the greatest player of all time, Messi is the GOAT. It's over. The debate is actually over. He's the GOAT. Just like in hockey, it's Wayne Gretzky. And for the rest of humanity, it's going to be Wayne Gretzky. I feel like in football, it's going to be the same. No one's ever going to reach Messi's status. And no one ever reached his status. When it comes to abilities on the pitch as a football player, it's Messi, Maradona, and Ronaldinho. Those three are the best. But Maradona and Ronaldinho weren't even close to having the longevity that Messi had or to accomplishing either individual or with his team as Messi did individually and as a team. And then plus the longevity. That's why there's no debate. It's over. Messi is the best of all time. He is not a GOAT, but the GOAT. That is who Messi is. It's over. Book it. Flip the page. Shut down the book. Put the book somewhere. Hide it. Burn it. Whatever. That debate is over. It's not only over for now. It's over forever. Because I firmly believe, to 95% that no one will ever reach Messi's status when it comes to the GOAT debate. No one ever. Next topic. Someone wrote on Twitter. I love reading what people have to write when it comes to football on Twitter because sometimes you really see fucked up shit. He said, drink some water. He said, it's time to admit Kylian Mbappé has surpassed R9. R9 is one of the greats, but Mbappé is a different level. Now, he belongs in the Messi/Ronaldo conversation. First of all, Ronaldo doesn't belong in the Messi/GOAT conversation. Ronaldo doesn't belong there. But Mbappe is not even 1% of what Messi is. Not even 1%. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not using hyperbole right now. I'm being fucking dead serious. Mbappe is not even 1% of what Messi is. And then, let's not even talk about Messi. Let's not even never put Messi and Mbappe in the same phrase. Let's go downwards. Mbappe is not even 30% of what R9 was. R9 is by far the greatest number 9 of all time, one of the greatest players of all time, top 5 player of all time. Mbappe has never reached that level, and he will never, ever reach that level. Mbappe could maybe somehow reach top 15, not top 10. I'm sorry, he can even if he accomplished everything he has to accomplish, just the fact that how he plays, it's not as good enough for him to be in the top 10 of all time. Neymar is like 9th or 8th in the top 10 of all time. Mbappe is like 70% of what 50 to 6% of what Neymar was in terms of technical abilities, in terms of being how good he is as a footballer, and in terms of what his level is as a footballer. Think about it. Just now, what's happening is people have Mbappe fever because he's going crazy in the World Cup. They're like, oh my God, do you remember he won in 2018 and then he brought France to a 2022 World Cup final? That's fucking crazy. The past three World Cups that Mbappe played, he went fucking crazy. Let's not lie. But then let's look at his club career. He never won a Champions League. He has no Ballon d'Ors. And he's 27 going on 28. Guys, do you know who Ronaldo 9 was at 27, 28? Mr. 2 Ballon d'Ors, Mr. World Cup, and Mr. Champions League. What the actual fuck? Do you know who Ronaldinho was at 27 going on 28? Mr. 2 FIFA The Best Players, Mr. 1 Ballon d'Or, Mr. 1 Champions League, Mr. 1 World Cup, and Mr. I play way, way better, and I'm way, way more talented, and way, way more gifted as a footballer than Kylian Mbappé, and same goes for R9. What the actual fuck? This is one of the most stupidest tweets I've ever read, or ever heard, or ever seen with my own eyes out of all footballing tweets. Mbappe is phenomenal. better than what Seriani was. But we're talking about R9 right now. We're talking about Messi right now. Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe can never even surpass Cristiano Ronaldo. You know who Ronaldo was at 27, 28? Mr. 2-3 Ballon d'Ors, Mr. Champions League, and Mr. fucking scoring 60 goals every single season. There's levels to this shit. Mbappe, not only will he never even be 1% of what Messi was, he'll never be like Ronaldo Phenomenal, and he'll never be like Cristiano Ronaldo or like Ronaldinho or even like Neymar. Maybe he'll accomplish more than Neymar. So far, he hasn't. Neymar, at his age, already had a Champions League. Although, granted, he didn't win a World Cup, but he already had a Champions League, and Mbappe doesn't. So Mbappe and Neymar, when it comes to accomplishments, they're pretty fucking close. Let alone abilities on the pitch, Neymar is miles above Mbappe when it comes to abilities as a football player. Miles above Mbappe. So guys, stop with this Mbappe dick riding. Stop with this nonsense. Mbappe will never surpass R9. Even if Mbappe gets to play for another 50 years, he'll never come close to R9. And never ever will he fucking surpass R9. Book it, stop talking about that topic because it's really fucking crazy. On top of that, is Mbappe already an all-time great? No. Will he be an all-time great? Now it depends what you consider an all-time great. If it's top 10, I believe Mbappe will never enter the top 10 talks of all time. Can Mbappe end up as the greatest, not one of the greatest, but as the greatest French player of all time? Honestly, I don't think so. I think that Zidane was just not way better, but Zidane was just better than Mbappe as a player. And let's not forget, Zidane won a World Cup in 1998 with France. He won Champions Leagues, and he brought France to the final in 2006. So let's not forget who Zidane is. One of the greatest midfielders of all time, and one of the greatest players of all time. Top 10 of all time, Zinedine Zidane. So even when it comes to can Mbappe finish as the greatest French player of all time, even that I believe that he can't. I believe that Zidane will remain for a more couple of years until there's someone else. That Zidane will remain the greatest French player of all time, and that he currently is, him and Michel Platini, the greatest French players of all time. So those are my thoughts on Mbappe, but don't get it twisted. He's one of the best players currently right now on planet Earth. He's top 3, top 5 easily, and he will remain as a legend of the sport. He will go on in the Hall of Fame, although there's not a Hall of Fame like there's in the NBA or in the NFL, but he will finish his career as a legend of the sport. Don't get it twisted. Is the 2026 World Cup the greatest World Cup ever? Nah, man. Nah. It's a good World Cup, but they fucked it up a little bit. Why? Too many teams. That's what happened. They put way too many teams because FIFA was greedy. They wanted to make more money. They wanted to have more. They wanted to make more money and charge more for their tickets. But altogether, way too many teams. Round of 32 is fucking useless. We don't need 48 teams. We only need 32 teams, and then it's round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. We don't need more than that. 32 teams in your World Cup is perfect. You play 3 matches in the group stage, then it's round of 16, then it's quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. The 2026 World Cup is a bit of a flop. 2 reasons, in my opinion. 1, too many teams. It fucked it up. I used to watch games of Cabo Verde versus Nigeria. No one gives a fuck about that. I'm watching games of Senegal versus Australia. No one really cares. There's way too many games, way too many teams. It's way too vast. It's way all over. It's way too much all over the place. It has to be more concentrated. And the only way you can make the World Cup more concentrated is with less teams. So reason number 1, too many teams. Reason number 2, they did it in America. America, as much as I love America, it's not a footballing nation. It is an American footballing nation. They're the kings of American football. American football is king in America, but not European football. They don't give a fuck about European football at the end of the day. Of course, now people are watching, even Americans, because, it's the fucking World Cup. It's really hype right now. But the day that the World Cup will finish, the 20th of July, the Monday, the day after the World Cup final, all of the Americans won't give a fuck anymore of the World Cup. And won't give a fuck not only of the World Cup, but they won't give a fuck anymore about European football. Why? It's not in their culture. Their culture is American football, it's baseball, it's basketball, it's even hockey. They don't care for European football. So those are the 2 reasons why. Too many teams, and they did it in America. Although, granted, if they did it in Qatar, why not in America? Qatar isn't any more of a footballing nation than America. So why not? It's fun that it was in Canada, Mexico, and United States. But at the end of the day, it's not like in 2014 when it was in Brazil, which is the biggest footballing nation in the world. It's not like 2010 World Cup in South Africa where Africans fucking love football. And it wasn't like it was in Germany in 2006 where Germans fucking adore football. And the 2030 World Cup is going to be in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. Now that is going to be fucking crazy. And those vibes are going to be fucking insane. Morocco loves football. Spain and Portugal fucking love football also. And the culture, the European culture with the Mediterranean, North African culture, it's way more football oriented than North American culture. They love European football way more than North America. You have Morocco, which is in North Africa, and then you have Spain and Portugal, which is in Europe. In general, North Africans love football more than Americans, and also by far, in general, Europeans love European football way more than Americans. And please, for the love of God, in 2030, don't pull up with 48 teams. We only need 32 teams. That's enough. We don't need more than 48. That was a flop on Infantino and on this World Cup. So that's why the 2026 World Cup, it's a good World Cup, but it can never be considered as one of the best World Cups of all time. Biggest overachievers this World Cup, Norway. Gotta give it to them. They reached the quarterfinals. They eliminated Brazil. They overachieved considering who they are. Small country, but only Haaland and Martin Odegaard. They are the biggest overachievers this World Cup. The biggest underachievers in the 2026 World Cup, either Germany or Brazil. Germany got eliminated in the round of 32 against Paraguay. They're fucking Germany. They have 4 World Cups, and they are one of the greatest footballing nations on planet Earth and throughout history. And they got eliminated in the round of 32 against fucking Paraguay. Big underachievement and big flop. And then, of course, Brazil, who are the kings of football. Historically, and even now, they are the kings of football. 5 World Cups. They got eliminated in the round of 16 against Norway. Those are the 2 biggest flops this World Cup. VAR. Are there more pros or cons for VAR? Way more pros. People hate on VAR when it's against their team. But all of a sudden, when it favors their team, when it helps their team, then everyone loves VAR. Altogether, look at it honestly, right? Look at it unbiasedly. VAR has way more pros than cons. The only con that VAR has is that it can annul a big moment of emotion and of celebration because, oh, finally the guy was offside, or, oh, finally there was a handball. Finally, it's not a goal. But before that, they scored a fucking crazy goal. All the players are celebrating. All the fans across the world are celebrating. But then VAR, oh, it's not a goal. So it can fuck up the emotional side of the game. But everything else, VAR, it's all about pros. Did you guys see when Leandro Paredes went to take the ball from the Switzerland player and the Switzerland player completely flopped? If it wasn't for VAR, Leandro Paredes would right now have a yellow card and the other player, Mbolo, would still be on the pitch and Switzerland would still be playing with 11 players. Although that was one of the biggest flops on planet fucking Earth. One of the biggest flops I ever saw throughout football and throughout the history of football, man. So that's why with VAR, they saw it was a flop. They gave him a second yellow card, which he fucking deserved, because whenever the rule is, not how I say it, how FIFA, how football, what the rule is if it's clear simulation, which in Mbolo's case was, it's immediately a yellow card. It's not a red card, it's a yellow card. But for people who know football, when you already have one yellow card and the referee gives you a second yellow card, that means red card and you're out of the pitch. So don't get mad at Messi. Don't get mad at Argentina. Get mad at the footballing rules and get mad at the rules. Don't hate the player, hate the game. That's what you have to do. Right now, you guys are hating the player. You guys are hating Messi. You guys are hating Argentina. Whilst you guys should be hating the sport of football, because that is how the sport of football, that's what the rules are. So don't hate the player, hate the game. Ballon d'Or implication. Listen, so this World Cup is going to have a big impact for who's going to win the Ballon d'Or for this year. Let me simplify it in layman's terms. If England reach the finals, Harry Kane is winning it because he had a crazy season with Bayern Munich. He had a crazy individual and team performance. He went fucking crazy. And he's already in the Ballon d'Or talks. If he reaches the finals and plus he wins it, they're giving the Ballon d'Or to Harry Kane. If France reach the finals and they win it, Mbappe is getting the Ballon d'Or. He had a crazy season with Real Madrid, although he didn't win the Champions League or the La Liga. But he scored so many goals. He was the best player by far at Real Madrid. And plus now, if he's the best player after Messi at the World Cup, 2026, he's the best player after Messi. So if plus he reaches the final and he wins it, they're giving the Ballon d'Or to Kylian Mbappé. If Spain reach the final and they win it, I don't know if they'll give it to Lamine Yamal. I don't know because he had a really good season, but Kane and Mbappe had better seasons. But Lamine Yamal could win the World Cup, and then that would be fucking crazy. If Spain reach the final and they win it, I think they'll give it to Lamine Yamal because Lamine Yamal also had a fucking crazy season for Barcelona in Europe. And plus, he'll win the World Cup and lift the trophy. So I think they'll give it to Lamine Yamal, which will then make him the youngest player to ever win the Ballon d'Or. And then if Argentina reach the final, and if they win the final, they're giving the Ballon d'Or to my GOAT, to the GOAT, Lionel Messi. Imagine Messi winning the Ballon d'Or at the age of 39. People retire from the sport at the age of 36, 37, and they're considered to have a long, full career. And even the players who stay until the age of 39, 40, that's a huge accomplishment. And normally, even if they were legends before, they end up being average players because time catches up with them and age catches up with them. But if Messi wins the Ballon d'Or at the age of 39, that's also going to be a record for the oldest player to ever win the Ballon d'Or, 39 years old. And if I'm being honest, Messi, even if Argentina lose in the semifinals against England, Messi should still receive the Ballon d'Or because he's proved that he's still the best player on planet Earth. And like I said so many times, the Ballon d'Or is for the best player on planet Earth, which in 2026 is and always will be Lionel Messi. Most underrated player this tournament so far, in my opinion, is Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, every single game for England, he's been balling the fuck out. He's been playing like a real baller, and he showed the entire world that he is one of the best midfielders on planet fucking Earth. So in my opinion, he is the most underrated player this tournament. We hear everybody talking about Mbappe, Messi, Haaland, Lamine Yamal, Olise, Doué, whatever. But if I'm being honest, so far this tournament, after Messi and Mbappe, the best player is Jude Bellingham. Clip it, book it, because it's a fucking fact. Messi is number 1, Mbappe is number 2, and number 3 is Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is the third best player this tournament so far. So let me finish off with my predictions. Argentina versus England. I see Argentina winning 3-0 against England. 2 goals from Messi, 1 goal from Julian Alvarez, assisted by Messi. Argentina reach the final. France versus Spain. I see 2-1 for France. Mbappe 1 goal. Olise is going to score a goal because he didn't score a goal so far. So I'm giving 1 goal to Olise, 1 goal to Mbappe, and 1 goal from Lamine Yamal. 2-1 for France. France reach the final. The final. Argentina versus France. I see Argentina winning 2-0 against France. 1 goal from Messi and 1 goal from fucking Rodri de Paul. Fucking a random guy. I see them winning 2-0. I see Argentina. Again, my predictions are the same. Argentina are winning the 2026 World Cup. Messi is finishing as the best player and the top scorer. Those are my predictions. So guys, that was it for this episode. I'll see you next episode after the semifinals to talk about football, to recap everything, to talk about different topics, and to predict the final and predict many other matches, the third place match. Oh, let me also predict the third place match. So Spain versus England. I see Spain winning against England. Spain will finish third. They'll win 3-1. 3-1 against England. 1 goal from Harry Kane. 3 goals. 1 goal from Lamine Yamal. 1 from Oyarzabal and 1 from Rodri. So I see Argentina finishing first, France second, Spain third, and England fourth. Like I was saying, that was it for this episode. I'll see you guys next episode. Peace out.